After 2 seasons, the Halo TV series on Paramount Plus is canceled. This is an article from independent.co.uk. It had to go. Cancellation of Halo TV show after 2 seasons is celebrated by fans of the game. And the quote here says, "It's almost as if making a show about a game not for the people who like the game will backfire." Yeah, that's funny. So the statement that they made, "We deeply appreciate the millions of fans who propelled the Halo series to be a global success, and we remain committed to broadening the Halo universe in different ways in the future," said a 343 industry spokesperson. Yeah, I think they're trying to, where was this? They're trying to shop around for a 3rd season elsewhere. Yeah, Xbox, Amblin Television, and 343 Industries are reportedly looking for another home for the show. Yeah, I'm sure that will be happening. This was another example too of attacking the fans for not liking their egregious changes to the game. And this is another comment that someone made. "I watched the garbage first season. I stopped watching. Looks like a lot of people did." And someone else said, "No offense to the people that made it, but that show is not Halo. It should be redone, rebooted, restarted, and or made into a movie. Do not continue the series, please. I watched the first season of Halo. It was a decent sci-fi show, but it was not Halo." This is Eric Kane. He is a reviewer for Forbes. Every shot of him without his helmet. There's so many. Halo was canceled after 2 seasons because its creators did not respect the source material or Halo fans, and because Master Chief refused to wear his damn helmet. How hard is it to make a good Halo show? Just stick to what made the games great. Quit trying to make your own thing. It's not. Adapt these things faithfully, like Fallout or Arcane or The Last of Us. I mean, there are those that do understand the assignment. We've seen their successes. We're seeing it right now. There are like new shows coming out. The Fallout show is very successful. It just won like 24 Emmy nominations and is a hit with fans. Its Rotten Tomatoes score was like 94% or something for critics and 90-something% for audiences ratings. And Arcane is awesome. 2nd season's coming out now, but they're also having more shows in that universe coming out. It's immensely popular. The concept should not be hard. I mean, creating a good story and the production part of it takes hard work. It takes knowledge and passion, but it should at the heart, I mean, the formula is not hard to understand. You want to please the fans, be faithful to that. You have this immense fan base ready and waiting, which is why I thought the whole appeal of these IPs is to have the successful IP with its broad fan base built into it is what appeals to these studios to want to do an adaptation, because they have like confidence that it'll do well because it already has amassed a large fan base. Well, if you want that, if you want the safety, if you want the confidence that this is going to do well, then you have to appeal to its fan base. Also, it wasn't just the show, which also is completely different, completely separate, and just not adhering to the spirit of Halo, especially in terms of how Master Chief was depicted. But they also just, the way they treated fans was also bad. It was that same aspect of just attacking the fans and saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, I'm no gamer whatsoever, but I do know the helmet stays on. This is January 30th, 2024 was when this article came out. Halo star Pablo Schreiber suggests fans who don't like Master Chief removing his helmet should stop watching. Well, they did that. They listened. I mean, what do you expect? They stopped watching and now your show's canceled. Are you happy? Is it bad I only want video game adaptations like Jedi Fallen Order with cutscenes that are magnificent in comparison to these current brand-based shows? Could have kept the helmet on and give us an Iron Man style in the helmet view of the actor. At the end of the day, if you do not want to faithfully adapt a very much beloved franchise in this way, then, I mean, if you don't like the story, if you don't like what makes it Halo, if you don't like what makes it Star Wars, then don't do it. You want to do something else. But obviously, there's money to be made by adapting these famous IPs in this manner. And if you do it well, you can achieve immense success by critics and audiences alike. So Fallout is good. It's not just good because it's faithful. It's good because it's a well-crafted story. They wanted to make likable characters, and they've shown that yeah, it's faithful, it has tons of Easter eggs. Yeah, if you don't antagonize the fans, like, and even leading up to when the Fallout show premiered, I didn't see any attacking the fan base. In fact, most of what I saw was trying to appeal to fans. Jonathan Nolan, everything that I heard him say about the show sounded great. It sounded like he really wanted to make something special. It sounded like he really wanted to make something that fans would like, that would fit within this universe, that it would make sense, that it would feel connected. And as a result, because this is what happens when you make something like outside of the mainstream medium for a legacy franchise, it just all kind of feeds into these other multimedia projects. So when the Fallout show was coming out, all of those games, the Fallout games, were having like immense success. Everyone wanted to play the games after watching the show. And that's why these things need to feel connected. I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, if you connect it to the universe that is already beloved, then that will just make fans more interested, or it will attract new fans also to check out the other stuff, to check out the games. And yeah, the games had huge numbers on Steam and otherwise, like, people just wanted to relive playing those games again, or new fans that just heard about it wanted to experience it because they liked the show so much. That's what you should do. It just makes sense from a commercial standpoint, from an IP standpoint. It'll only ever lead to good things by trying to please your fan base. Master Chief was unique in that his appearance was mysterious, and this is what made him even more badass. Undoing that cheapens the character. And the story that they did, not good. And again, like, the formula's not that hard. You have these games, you have this story that's already really well fleshed out, and a really likable hero. I don't know why people can't get it. Some people just can't get it. They just want to make it all about them. They don't care about the fans. I really enjoyed Fallout, was able to get many other people to watch it who also enjoyed it. Excellent entertainment. Yeah, there's just so many other shows coming out now that are adapted from these very famous IPs that are enjoying immense success critically and with audiences and fans. This is just a huge lesson that I hope studios continue to learn, because you think they'd want success, but I don't know. Lucasfilm just wants to burn money in that regard. They don't care. They have the money to burn, so Acolyte Season 2 is probably on the way. But if you can't afford to lose those hundreds of millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars, you want to ensure your show is successful, well then please its fan base. And if you have an entertaining story that pleases its fans, it's going to draw in new people because it's a entertaining show in itself, in its own right. And it's going to make the fans want to relive that other stuff and the games and the other foundational medium that it was in. It's just kind of this really nice ecosystem that begins to thrive because people want to enjoy the other mediums. This is why your stuff needs to connect, because people will want to check out this other stuff.